Hello, welcome to another Emma Ravensmore. Have you ever wondered how a proper tarot reading goes? Well, in this episode, I've got a lady with me and I'm going to do a proper tarot reading. It's a sort of tarot reading that you'd get if you went to a festival or you went to a party and they had a tarot reader there. You get a tarot reading like this. It's just a 10-minute reading. And it's not a full in-depth reading, it's just a small 10-minute reading. So I'll change the position of the camera so you'll be able to see the cards as they're laid out and how it goes. So what I'm doing is I'm filming this from my client's perspective. And so if you came to Ravensmore Tarot for a reading, this is the perspective you would have. This is from your perspective. You'll notice, for example, when I put the cards down, they're facing me. That's because I'm the one that's actually doing the reading. It's a lot more difficult to do a reading with the cards facing away from me, with them the wrong way around, if you like. So because I'm the one that's doing the reading, they face me, even though you're the one that's having the reading. You would be called the querent, or you're either the querent or the client. Sorry, I'm concentrating on what I'm doing and on the lady who's having the reading while I'm talking. You'd be called the querent or the client, and even though you're the one that's having the reading, they face me. I'm just concentrating at the moment that I'm very stoppy and starty because I'm concentrating on the lady and the question that she's asked. That feels about right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the cards now. I only cut them once because that's how it feels right. And let's lay them down. So this is you at the moment. This is the matter at hand. This is one advice card. This is another advice card. And this is the outcome. Now with these cards, at the top we have the Three of Cups. I will show that to you more clearly. The Three of Cups. For the matter at hand, we have the Eight of Wands. For one of the advice cards, here we have the Nine of Wands. Then we have the Seven of Swords as another advice card. And as the final outcome card, we have the Chariot. Now it's interesting to note, to begin with, that the final outcome card here that the final outcome card here is one of the major arcana. All the rest in here are all minor arcana. This is major arcana. That indicates that this is more of a, the minor arcana are more short-term things over the short term, whereas the major arcana are more longer-term things. They're more major things in your life. And it's interesting that we've got this card as leading you forward as what's going to happen to you in the future, and it is more of a long-term card than the minor arcana. If you like it, to think of it, the minor arcana can be things that are going to happen this week or within the next few months, the next 2 or 3 months, but this could be more a long-term thing. This is more a life-changing thing. They have to be backed up with minor arcana very often, and the minor arcana can't be dismissed as not being very important. But the major arcana are the ones that have more of a long-term effect on you. So where you are at the moment, we've got this card here. We've got the Three of Cups. That shows somebody who's very interested in partying, and it's people who enjoy spending time with their friends. And if you notice, the girls are all hanging around, having a drink, having a laugh, dancing, that sort of thing. So does that seem about right?
that seems really accurate for what is going on in my life right now. Okay.
So that's what's happening with that. Very, very happy, very, very, very sociable. It's a very sociable card. Then we've got here, we've got something that is going on in your life. Because you asked for general reading. So this is what's going on. It's showing you've got lots going on in your life at the moment. You've got things coming at you from every direction. You've got everything rushing forward apace, really, really fast. Things are forging ahead. There's no way of stopping them. And they're just coming at you and you can't do anything about it. So you might be feeling a little bit somewhat overwhelmed. The telephone rang. So you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed. Then we've got your advice cards here to either side. Is this how you are feeling at the moment? Does that seem about right?
Right. I do have a lot going on in my life at the moment with work and other aspects of my life, so I think it is very busy at the moment. Just feel like it's all coming at me all at once.
Okay. Now we've got here, we have as an advice card, we have the 9 of Wands. Now if you notice, the guy in the picture, I'll show you the picture again. He's a little bit battle worn and he's standing there, but he's got them. He's got all his wands that he's protecting. He might have a bump on the head for his efforts, but he's got them all. He's standing there, he's standing strong, he's worked hard, he's got them. So I think that's indicating to me that if things are going to get tough in the future, you are going to have to put some effort in. You're really going to have to think, and there are going to be times when you're thinking, you know, this is a real battle. I'm really battling here. But the advice of this card is keep going, keep doing it. You're going to get there in the end. You're going to come through. You might be a little battle worn by the time you're finished, but you will actually get there in the end. The other advice card that we have here is, let me show you, it's the 7 of Swords. Now, normally, the general meaning of this card is sort of deception or stealth, or perhaps somebody stealing from you, but I'm not getting that. I'm not picking that up from this reading. What I seem to be picking up from this reading, what it's telling me, is that you've got to be not sneaky. I don't want to say sneaky, but that's the word that comes to mind when I see the card generally. But it isn't sneaky. It's like what it's trying to tell me is, if there's a quick way and a long way of doing things, you might be in the habit of doing things a long way because that's, you know, you should do it like that, so that's the wrong way. Whereas there is a really easy way to do it that is going to take less time. Don't always go the long way around doing something. If you can do it quicker, if there's a quicker way of doing it, not sort of stealing or running off with somebody's swords, but if there is a quicker way of doing it, do it that way. There's no reason why you should have to do the long way when you can do exactly the same job, but just a bit quicker. Right, we have the final outcome as what's going to happen is we have the Chariot. So that's actually a really good outcome. It's telling you to stick on this path that you're on. It's giving you some advice what to do with it, and it's telling you the outcome. And the outcome is you're going to be surging forward. You're going to be going forward really fast. The person in the Chariot, if you have a look, is wearing a crown. So they're like the prince, if you like, of what they have around them. They're like the with you to be the queen or the princess of what they have around them, and they are in charge. You'll be in charge of your future. You will be in charge of what happens to you, and you will be going forward apace. You've got everything you need to move ahead, being queen of your future with what you want to do with your life as well. It's not saying, oh yeah, well, you're going to have to do this or you're going to have to do that, or there's some obstacle in the way. It's saying keep hard at it, work smarter, not harder, and you will get where you want to go. You will be able to forge ahead with what you want to do. So does all in all that kind of make sense to you?
Yeah. It seems really accurate for what's happening in my life at the moment, and I think the advice given is really going to help me it's really going to direct me in what I'm doing in the future, and it just seems really accurate.
Okay. Well, this is what would happen if you had a reading from myself. This is how it would work. This would be your point of view. This would be the way you would see it. And so I really hoped you have enjoyed this episode of Emma Ravensmore. And if you have enjoyed it, please put a thumbs up. If you haven't, I mean, you could put a thumbs down, but that would just be a bit mean. If you haven't enjoyed it, just don't watch another one. But yeah, this is put a thumbs up for me, please. Share, subscribe, and if you've liked it, put a bell on it so that next time I post, you'll be notified of when I'm posting and you won't miss any episodes. So thank you very much. Oh, follow me on Facebook and Instagram as well. And I'll see you next week. Thank you for watching.
Oh no, I'm recording. I can't get it in, man.
This is going to be a blooper reel. You know this, don't you?
No.
What's wrong with my face?
I don't know. Ow, stop.
It's just a general reading. The lady just wants... I don't know what the lady wants. Can you turn that off and delete it?